right, let's go. Boom, skis.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, nope, hang on. Redo.
Give me a clap. Sync up, baby. Sometimes we gotta crank it up again, Jim. It doesn't go the first one.
Cypress, real talk, let's get down to it. Jim and Rodney, they're gonna walk you through it. From the market trends to the best spots in town. Cypress, real talk, we got it all going down.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sci-Fi Real Talk. We are your hosts. My name is Jim Mulholland.
And I'm Rodney Jordan.
And welcome to episode 11.
11.
Lucky 11. So it's been a couple weeks. So
Yeah.
I took a week hiatus last week. We had a little stomach bug going through our house, but all good now. So feeling good, ready to rock and roll, Rodney.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you. Yes. So nice, fairly long road to recovery. I say that's only a 24-hour bug, but
The man cold.
my daughter had it, I had it, my son had it, and it was like a day between each. So it was a long week last week, but happy to be back.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about. So what's going on?
Man, we got a lot going on. First, I want to jump into, I got to give some feedback. Our
Okay.
last episode 10.
Yeah.
And thank you. If you guys ever want to leave us a comment or anything, we love getting the feedback. And
Yeah.
I got to say, shout out Miss Linda Hidalgo on
Okay.
YouTube, who said, great show. Now,
Nice.
she may have been a little biased, Jim.
Yeah.
It's Tammy Bale's mother.
Oh, awesome.
So it's always
Well, thank
great.
you.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you,
much
Miss
for the
Hidalgo.
feedback. Yes, ma'am.
awesome.
We
All right.
appreciate it, and we saw it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's good. All right. Well, what's on tap today, Rodney?
We got a lot of stuff in store today. I do have a little banter. Rodney's been out here, and we're always looking for local spots, and a lot of new restaurants have opened. I'll send you some of these photos, but I had the pleasure of eating at a Jamaican restaurant called
Ooh.
Daisy's.
Okay.
Just opened
I
up.
didn't know about
I'll
this.
get you the photo. That's
Okay.
right. I wanted to
All right.
surprise you because
Nice.
we're always looking for some new spots and things that are opening up.
Right.
But
Oh, yeah.
there's so many. We had the waffle bus we talked about.
Right.
And now you have this. I mean, you're
All
going
right.
to gain some weight. There's some cool stuff coming
Yeah,
out.
where's
And
Daisy's located?
Daisy's located right here in Cypress, Texas.
Okay.
Located off of FM 529.
Okay.
So right on, I call it
Yeah.
the Indian 500 because it's so
Right.
fast.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's a big
500.
big
yeah,
road.
Yeah. So
Okay.
right there, just
Nice.
opened up and good food. I
Okay.
mean, I went in there and I told the ladies they got to watch this episode.
Yeah.
So
Get
I'll
some,
give you guys
jerk-
some
jerk
photos.
chicken?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually went with the curry chicken plate
Okay.
and some plantains, and I got their little mini menu that they gave me, and I got to
Nice.
meet Daisy.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Daisy
Okay.
came out
Nice.
and told me, and she was like, "Hey, we're going to be talking about you on Sci-Fi Real Talk." And
There
she was
you
like,
go.
"What's that?"
Yeah, we went to Jamaica last summer for a little vacation for
Okay.
about 5 days, and that's the thing I remember is the Caribbean jerk chicken. It's just so good.
Yeah. Yeah,
So that was
yeah.
one of the highlights of the trip was just eating the chicken. So that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of stuff going on. And I was wanting to, just because it's summer, it's hot, and in Texas, everybody kind of runs to the movie theaters.
Yes.
So I got a short list, Jim. Can I get it in?
Oh yeah, movie theaters. So, yeah,
I
we don't
did
have a
a-
lot, but we have some good options here in Cypress.
Did a little research for
Yeah,
the
we
people,
have some good-
help you
good
beat
options.
the heat for the summer. Rodney's top 3, so a
Okay.
short list.
I
Movie
think we only
theater.
have 3, but okay, there you go.
That's right. We have 3 theaters.
3 theaters
here,
in the Cypress area.
but they
Yes.
are wonderful. But
Yes.
I tell you what, I'm going to give you all 3.
Okay.
We have Star Cinema Grill.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, for
yeah.
those that are, you know where that is.
Yeah, just south of Bridgeland and Town Lake,
There-
Cypress Creek Lakes, there on Fry Road.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you got the Cinemark Cypress.
Yes, Cinemark
XD.
12. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Cinemark 12.
Yep.
XD, that was the original.
Yeah, the OG.
The OG, yeah.
All right.
I was there back in, God, I don't even know when they opened, but it had been 2003, 2004. I was there for a grand opening, so that was back when I owned my hair salon.
Oh.
And I was a member of the Sci-Fair Chamber of Commerce.
I was going to say, yeah.
And we would always go to all the grand openings, and that was one of the ones I went to was the grand opening of that theater. It had been 2004 2004 maybe. But
Yeah?
and it was a long time ago. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Chambers
awesome.
of Commerce, they're always, local businesses and things
Yeah.
like that. And the last one on our list is Cut, right there
Right.
near Fairfield.
Yeah,
there
in
you go. That's a
Fairfield. Yeah.
Cinemark as well.
Right.
But of those, our top rated, according to Google,
Okay.
is Star Cinema Grill with 4.5 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Star Cinema.
Yes.
Interesting.
2.7K, 2,700 people agree with it. That
Okay.
it's that good. So that's one of my
And
favorites.
what was second?
Number two is the Cinemark Cypress. They had 4.4 stars.
Really? They had a
Good
cut.
question.
They had
Yeah,
a cut.
cut didn't make the cut.
Didn't
They
make
were
the cut.
lowest. They actually
Wow.
had the lowest. I want to say
Really?
about 3 stars there.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I would be the opposite. I would say my favorite's Cut.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they have pretty good food, and I'm a little biased because we are members of the Cinemark Movie Club.
Okay.
So you pay a monthly fee. Was it $7-10 a month?
Okay, I
And
didn't
you get
know
it. You,
so.
you get a free movie ticket every month.
Okay.
So basically, it pays for your movie ticket. So we get every month, and then it keeps. You don't lose it if you don't use it. So
Yeah.
you just get keep accumulating movie tickets.
Yeah.
You can use them at any Cinemark, but then you also get discounts for the food.
Oh.
And I think the cut food's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's probably the main place we go is Cinemark Cut. The other Cinemark, the original Cinemark 12, we go
Cinemark.
to quite a bit
Yeah.
because it's usually a little less expensive. But the other thing about Cut and Star are both kind of the dine-in theater, right?
Yes,
So you sit
yes.
down, you get the menu,
Yes.
you order online, you have
Perfect
drinks,
date
you
night.
get cocktails, whatever you want, and then you get the waiters come to you. So that's nice for both of those. Cinemark 12 is not. Cinemark 12
Yeah.
is you go and old school will go to the counter, get your popcorn, your
Yeah.
candy, your drinks, and you go watch the show. But yeah, so if you want the date night,
Yeah.
like you say, Cut and Star,
Star Cinema.
yeah, probably the way to go. But
Yeah.
they're all good options. They're all clean, and I have no problem with any of the above. I think Star probably does have a little better food, but for me, it's mostly price, to be honest.
Hey, I'll tell you, for me, I love those seats that they have in Star Cinema Grill. I get the best sleep inside that thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going there for the naps.
Right,
I go
yeah,
in, and
it's
as soon as the thing, and
crazy.
I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
this feels so good.
Yeah,
So
I know.
anyway. Just wanted to bring up,
Okay.
those are our top big ones. The communities that are nearby, you got Fairfield, Mira Mesa, you got Bridgeland. So you got options, right? A lot of
Right.
290 and Fry Road there. So fun little things. I'm thinking about that for summer.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Lots of options, and it's usually fairly easy to get. And popular shows will be sold out pretty early, but but it's usually pretty easy to get a seat. You can always go onto the app or the website and reserve seats on all three. So
What's the last movie you've been to?
we went and saw. We saw the Inside Out 2
There you go.
at Cut.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Brought my daughter. Good movie. It's actually really heavy.
Yeah.
It was actually good.
Mine was Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what's coming up since we're talking about that. We have another one that's coming out I think it's going to be pretty good. It's that Horizon, the Kevin Costner movie. It's going to be a part series.
starts tomorrow.
So yeah. So I'm happy
he didn't shoot the last season of Yellowstone because
Yeah,
of that
the
movie.
whole-
Little
the whole controversy right there. There you go.
It's gonna. Do you watch Yellowstone? Have you ever
Yes.
seen? Oh,
I actually started I'm watching now 1883.
yeah.
I'm
It's good- it's
that
good
back,
show.
which
Oh,
is kind of so I'm excited about
18,
that.
Yeah, we've seen them all. 1883, 1923,
Yeah.
all the Yellowstone. So yeah, we're big fans. But
Yeah.
but they did. It makes no sense. But they did season 5 of Yellowstone, part 1. And then it's been like 3 years, because it's before the writer's strike and everything else. Hasn't been that long, but it's been a couple year and a half, 2 years. And
Yeah.
we still haven't got the part 2 of season 5. So we're still in the middle of season 5.
Yeah.
Not sure why they decided to call it one season when we're literally a couple years between. But apparently it's in that time where Kevin Costner decided to shoot Horizon. I think
Yeah.
there's some little scuttle between him and the
a little
producers.
something going on.
And Kevin Costner's not coming back, which is so bizarre. He's literally the central
I
figure of this
know.
entire show is about Kevin Costner's character. And I think that's kill him off or something. Something's gonna have to happen, obviously, without him actually being on film, which is so bizarre. And it'll be I'm intrigued. I think it comes back in November.
Yeah.
So that season, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I hear that him and the director, like a little conflict of interest, but apparently they're talking. So who knows? We'll see if it works out.
He even said, "Hey, I have no problem giving you a week.
Yeah.
I can give you a week if you want to kill me off or whatever.
That's cool.
I'm good." But apparently said they told him, "No, we're good.
Yeah.
We don't need you." So,
All
all
right.
right, well, we'll see what happens.
Well, that's what's going on indoors around here in Cypress
Okay.
that we have going on. Great theaters, I think. But that's why they come. That's why they watch the show to see what's
Yeah.
going on. So
yeah.
that's what's happening
Good
right
food,
there.
Good food, good entertainment. So that's good. It's we're kind of in the doldrums of summer. I mean, it's hot. It's in the mid 90s. When that happens, there's not a lot of like outdoor events and stuff going on. That's one thing I've noticed. And everyone's kind of off doing their own things. Everyone's on vacations and that kind of stuff. So not as scheduled events that big groups are doing. So that's when people kind of go make their own fun and go do their own stuff. So
Go see the movies,
get
go
out,
in there. Go to those restaurants. Go get something to eat,
That's
all
it,
that
yeah.
stuff.
I went to Perry's last night, Perry's Steakhouse.
Okay, which location?
Good, the one off Cypress Wood over near Tomball.
Okay.
From Champions area. But yeah,
Okay.
if you're ever out that way, it's good steak. Really good steak, couple good drinks. Had some bacon wrapped shrimp for appetizer. It was good. I had the lobster bisque. Very good lobster bisque.
I love it when you warm it up with the soups to get it
Oh,
going.
yeah. But no, that was good. So yeah, lots of good restaurants, and Houston's known for the restaurants.
Yes,
obviously.
yes,
So,
it is.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
All
that's good.
right. Well, we have a lot of things kind of going on. You want to dive into the news and see what's going on around here? We're going to spread this thing out a little bit.
Yeah. In terms of the news, so the big news in terms of real estate is the data that came out about home affordability.
Yes.
There's actually an article here on the Houston Impact. Here, I'll read the title. We have to fix the housing problem. Affordability gap in Harris County grows 275% since 2018.
Okay.
So basically, problem is home prices have gone up a lot faster than incomes have gone up.
Yeah.
So people are having a more difficult time affording homes, obviously. So says the median home price has grown from $220,000 in 2018 to $315,000 as of this June 20th report. So, it says while home prices have increased, buying power has not. Majority of households unable to earn $100,000 per year. In 2023, affordability gap in Harris County was $126,468, according to the report. In 2018, the affordability gap was $33,000. So that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the we used to say that the buying ability, right? The buyers having the ability to buy.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Houston had smaller affordability gaps in other central cities and metro areas closest to Houston's populations, Dallas, also Chicago, Atlanta, according to the report. Only San Antonio had a smaller affordability gap.
Yeah.
Affordability gaps in U.S. cities similar to Houston in population. Anyway, so that kind of shows you what the gaps are. In that regard, Houston's actually pretty, it's still, relatively more affordable than Austin, which has that $355,000 gap.
Yeah, I think that's starting to close a little bit in Austin, but that's such a big gap there.
Prices have started crashing a little bit in Austin. But yeah, it'll, it's an interesting deal. I'm not sure how that's, what's going to happen to help. Obviously we need some kind of correction or
Rates.
or it's just going to take a long time. Rates. Yeah. Well, if rates go down again,
Man,
our prices going
push.
up.
We could push.
So I think it's things. I think a soft landing kind of a thought is it's just going to have to stay somewhat steady, which is we discussed many times on this show.
Yep.
Rates have not really. Prices have not changed since June 2022. That's when we peaked. So we're 2 years of just being level.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what we're going to have to kind of keep doing to stay level.
Yeah.
And have the income catch up and rates go down. Maybe that would help a little bit, but But yeah, we'll see. You know,
Yeah.
and who knows? Could we still have the whole NAR litigation thing? That's that's coming up here.
It's coming. That's right. Look at that. We're almost into the month here, and July is running, and in August, and
it's this November. The according is supposed to be November, but man, how is that gonna change things? Yeah, is it gonna help? Is it gonna hurt? Right. So there's a report, and I should have had it for this show, but maybe for future show. But I went and pulled data to kind of get an idea of people using realtors to buy new homes.
okay.
And it's very interesting. The new home buyers, the lowest end homes and the highest end homes are least likely to use a realtor. It's
At both ends of the spectrum.
At both ends of the spectrum. The people in the middle are the most likely to use a realtor, which I am going to guess if all this stuff changes. I mean, with the way NAR, the lawsuit, and people may have to start paying for realtors, buyers agents, a little more in that detail. It may be similar, but kind of my point is, if it's going to be the lower income people that don't use realtors, those are going to be the people that are going to get taken advantage of the most, which is not going to help the gap, right?
That's
so that's the thought.
That's the major concern, because that's what we are. It's like you're telling what we're saying is the people that need the most help and representation are choosing not to do it.
Probably not going to, because you figure they're going to be the least educated, so they don't really know, right? That's I think why the next level up are second home buyers, and they're most likely to use it because they kind of understand what they don't know, and they're busy and they need the help.
Sure.
And they're also the people who think that they need the money the most, right? They don't want to pay the money, and it's hard to see past the idea that if you have a good representation, they will save you money.
They will,
it won't cost you anything. It'll probably save you.
Yes. Both on the buying and selling side.
Right, both ways. So it's those people, first-time, lower-income buyers, that are going to be probably taken advantage of, is my guess.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? I mean, we'll see. I could be completely wrong. It could be, they all.
No, it's an interesting thought on it. I mean, even the article said we are going. What can we do? What are the headline there?
Right.
I go, who's we? I guess,
Right.
but hey, there's an idea and there's a thought.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Right.
We can be the most affordable city in America, and I'm ready to do it, says Krista Stoneham, CEO and president of Houston Land Bank, at the June 20th presentation. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely, Houston obviously is not by ourselves. It's everyone's, has this big affordability gap. So, it'll be, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now prices are still going gangbusters.
Yeah.
Homes are, at least in Cypress, Texas, homes are selling well.
Yeah. Home builders are delivering a lot of inventory as well too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, this report, and honestly, I didn't look at this report, but I know TAR came up with a report, Homebuyer 2024 Homebuyer and Seller Report.
Yes, that's one of Rodney's favorite reads there.
Yeah, any high level
Yeah,
thing you want to point out?
I'll tell you this. Let's move to the seller section, and I think it kind of highlights a little bit of what you were saying as far as sellers right there and what they're thinking about, and talking about the market. Slide 2 right there. Reasons for selling their homes. I was interested with that to move closer to friends and family. We're seeing a lot of that going on. I think a few of the transactions that I've seen, and you see parents, grandchildren, the empty nesters. I mean, I'm following that category. Your kids goes off to a school or college. Maybe you want to move or consider doing some of those things, and a little bit with job relocation and things like that. But to me, I found that interesting that people are choosing to the communities. It's coming together, the family network. That was interesting.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, attracting interest from buyers, 53%. Minor renovations. So 53%, I guess, did minor renovations. 9% did major.
Yeah, people are working on their homes. I'm seeing a lot of, well, I guess that's interesting to say here in Cypress when we just had a big storm come through, and it seems like everyone's working on their home.
Right.
But I will tell people this, one of the positives that came out of that storm is a lot of stuff that needed to get done on homes is being taken care of. I mean, the older roofs and things like that, they're getting repaired, they're getting replaced, and I will happily tell some of the sellers that you typically do see a return on some of those investments, on those landscaping things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people are working on their yards, ballooning up those trees. I mean, it works. There's a positive.
My favorite renovation, I tell people, is carpet.
Yeah.
New carpet.
Yeah.
I don't think you could get a better bang for your buck when you sell a house if you had nasty carpet than putting in new carpet.
Yeah.
Because buying a house is such an emotional process, right? It's a lot of feelings involved when you're buying a house. And if you walk in a house, and I always have sellers all the time, I'll just give a credit, right? I'll give a carpet credit. I want to mess with the carpet. But you walk in a house and it's nasty and stained, and that feeling, is that the feeling you want a potential buyer to have? Like, this place is disgusting.
But it just feels that way.
It just feels that. But you put in new carpet and it looks new. It smells new. I mean, everything about it is like, wow. And it's such an inexpensive thing to do. But it makes such a big difference. And it seems like every single house that puts in new carpet sells. That for us anyway, it sells within weeks. I mean, it's just new
people
carpet.
like that.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we listed a $1.1 million house a couple weeks ago, and $8,000 in new carpet. And we got 3 offers the first week.
Skis.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they would have gotten also with the old carpet. Kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
Especially at that price point, people don't want that icky feeling when they walk in.
Yeah.
But yeah. So if you're looking for a good ROI carpet.
And then right here, 53% are doing it. They're making repairs. They're making those things. So I found that one interesting.
And this is interesting. This one about most frequent incentives sellers are giving buyers. So the fact that we're not really sellers not giving buyers shows you what kind of market we're still in. 76% of sellers did not offer incentives to attract buyers. So
wow.
It's just not needed. 10% offered a home warranty. It's still pretty standard to give a home warranty. 8% assist in closing costs, and 6% credit for repairs and remodeling. So, but still not a lot of home seller incentives. And this is interesting too. 52% of sellers use an open house to market their home.
Yeah.
Seems about right, I guess.
Yeah.
About right. So
because you get it's taste, right? Some people say, let's do it, but some go, thank you.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, the benefit I think of an open house is minimal. We like to do them the first weekend because I think it helps with a little extra marketing.
And it helps with the showing. When you first go live on the market, you're kind of traffic controlling, managing a lot of the showings.
So
Agents like it.
Yeah, if you get a lot of people who want to see a house on the weekend, it's nice to help the sellers too, because hey, instead of having 10 showings spread out over 2 days, right, for every hour, well, let's try to get 7 or 8 of those people to come through in those 2 or 3 hours of an open house.
Yeah.
So it helps them in that regard. It helps with a little extra marketing. But will it help sell a house? If you don't, I don't really think they help a whole lot.
Yeah.
But it has its parts in real estate. But yeah, no, this is some good stuff. So, what do sellers most want from real estate agents? 9% want ways to fix the homes to sell. It's good. 14% find a buyer for the home. Okay. 18% price the home competitively. Most sellers want you to price as high as you can get. Now. Competitively seems like a weird. Most sellers like, how much can I get for this house?
How much is it worth?
Market homes to potential buyers. Okay, and sell home with specific time frame.
That's the big O.
Yeah,
that's the big
the
O.
thing on here. And I was talking to someone's reached out to me about potentially selling their house in the next few months. But the one thing sellers don't think about. For a listing agent or someone selling their house, I think is probably the most important thing is someone that's going to go to bat and negotiate for you.
Yes.
Because negotiation is, I think, in terms of the bottom line for a seller, that's a bigger thing than even marketing. Because as long as you have really good pictures and you price competitively, you're probably going to get some interest in your house and should sell. But it's the negotiating, so there's at least 4 times when you negotiate in a house, a home sale. At least it could be 5. Can you name those, Rodney? Little quiz.
When was that? What was the question? Let me make sure I set it up.
The question is the 4 or 5 times that you, say you're a listing agent,
Okay.
may negotiate during a home sale between the time of initial offer to actual closing on the house. What are the
Okay.
times you could negotiate?
We have, of course, during the option period. I think everybody's going option
Well,
period.
You skipped a step.
Okay. Well, the initial offer. Yes, the initial offer. Yes, the
That's
initial
one.
offer.
That's the first one, yes.
And then we have during the option
Yeah,
period.
the inspection repair amendment, so all the repairs and everything going on during the options.
Okay.
That's two.
All right. So let's kick it in, and then we have around the option. I'm thinking we're pending contract
I
at that
just
point.
had to do this for a client.
Ooh, what is
Just had
it?
to- It's appraisals.
Oh, appraisals.
Appraisals. So that's the thing with
Yeah.
this market. Appraisals sometimes still are not appraising. Homes aren't
Okay.
appraising. So
Yeah.
you get a bad appraisal, and either you got to negotiate with the other party,
Or the appraiser.
or you negotiate with the appraiser. And I actually had to negotiate with the appraiser.
Okay.
And luckily it worked, and we got him to up his appraisal
Yeah.
$40,000. Just from he took my advice and used the comp that he wasn't going to use, and he ended up going back and looking at some other older comps I wasn't
Okay.
going to use.
The benefits of being local and knowing the market and
Yeah.
geographical
And
competency.
I had to explain to the guy. I was like, look, we're selling a nice home in a master plan community with a pool.
Mm-hmm.
Most comps are going to be from last summer because that's when people are buying and selling
Yes.
pools. And he wasn't wanting to go back that far.
Yeah.
I was like, the market, and it's like, we know here because we talk about this inside Fair Real Talk. Market prices
Yes,
haven't
we do.
changed a whole lot between now and they did last summer. We're still within 12 months.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you not using all these other comps from last summer?
Yeah.
And he said, you're right about the summer. So I ended up going back, and anyway.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that is 3.
And then our final one, so we've done that. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. What is it?
It's like a final walkthrough, right? Were
Okay.
the repairs made? Were
Okay.
did the seller screw up a wall or a window when they're
Yeah.
moving out of the house?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
something go that's not right. But basically, right before closing, what happened?
Yeah.
So, and they say the 5th one would be actually at the closing table. This has never happened to me, but at the closing table, something else, the title brings up something or something happens where you
okay.
could negotiate. That would be the potential. I kind of lumped that
Yeah.
in with number 4, just
Okay.
during the final walkthrough and making sure
And at the
repairs are
closing
made,
date.
making sure everything is the way you want it to be to move into the house. So,
Hey.
but anyway, having a good realtor to represent you, help you during the whole process, I think that to me is more important than even the marketing
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Obviously, you need to know the market and what you should price the house at and stuff, but you just need someone that is willing to work with you,
Yeah.
always there to communicate with you, doesn't kind of ghost you, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah. No, I like that. I mean, that's good. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep, right?
yeah, there you go.
I
you
like
know?
that. Okay.
So anyway, but yeah, other information: house sellers found their agents. 43% were referred by a friend or neighbor. 26.
You've
used-
gotten a lot of those lately. Everybody, it's like they're popping up, hey.
26% are used previously, and 8% was a website. Interesting about the 26% used previously. That means 75% of people are finding agents to sell the house that they didn't use before.
It's
So,
communication. We have a communication problem in real estate.
Yes,
we don't
we do.
stay connected.
right. Yeah, that is the problem.
They forget
So-
about us.
So, and then 89% of buyers use an agent to purchase a home. And we
Yeah.
just kind of talked about that. 52% are satisfied, 39 somewhat satisfied. So, and then 71% would definitely use an agent again. And
But the agent won't call them, though.
right.
That's the problem.
But that seems a little low, right? 71% would definitely. So that means 29% are no. I'm gonna do it on myself. That was
Yeah.
that job. That work was easy. I can do this myself.
Well, you think about it, some at home, we talked about repairs and things, and you're watching the contractor. You're like, well, maybe I can do that. You know,
Right.
a lot of people, and it's scary that we're talking about the largest investment that most people have
Right.
and going, maybe I can do that,
Right.
because sometimes, Jim, we do make it look easy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then sellers is similar, but 92% use an agent to sell their house. 91% are satisfied, but then 68% would definitely use an agent again. So
Yeah.
again, 32%. Yeah, I'll do it. I may consider it for sale by owner.
Okay.
So interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's good information, good data.
No, that's great stuff. Great stuff.
All right. Well, so again, we don't have the latest market data, but we can go through a little bit of the rates. You know,
Yeah.
we've been keeping up with the rates for.
People always want to know about the rates.
Yeah, so interest rates, that's the biggest. And last we talked a couple weeks ago, we dropped through a support area. We were inside a downtrend channel, and I am happy to report we are still there. So actually, interesting enough, yesterday, Wednesday, June 26th, we retested what was support is now, that's called, what was support is now resistance. So
Okay.
you can see how it bounced off the same area here back in February 21. It bounced off of March 18th, 24. And now it's trying to bounce it off again today.
Interesting.
So it's bouncing off this particular area. So again, we need this to go down.
Yeah.
And if it does go down, there's a good chance it'll go probably test this 4% area, which would mean 6.5% interest rates because we're at
People
about
would
7 now.
love to hear 6.5 right now.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that would be good, but it's definitely still in that nice downtrend. So I think all in all, it's nothing's changed. I know when we first started the podcast a few months ago, it was like, yeah, we're going up to here. We almost hit that line I was saying we're going to hit, and then it's been going down ever since.
Yeah.
So this is a weekly chart here to kind of give you an idea what we're looking at.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so right now downtrend. So if we go look at the actual rates,
Let's have a peek.
Similar.
There it is.
similar. It's been going down. We've kind of trickled up a little bit. And that's that retest of that resistance I just talked about. But yeah, average rate's 7%. So,
Yeah.
But again, if we go down from this down to retest down this line here, that's 3.7. We're at about 4.3. Yeah, so it's about 0.5%.
Yeah. Okay.
On the downside is what we could see. So, and that would be, I mean, if we do follow this trend, we're talking about August, end of August or so.
Yeah.
So we'll know more come end of August. Well, obviously every show we'll look
Yeah.
at this. It's something I do enjoy looking at because it's something that changes daily. But by mid-August, if it kind of keeps in the same trend, we could see rates in the mid-sixes.
That
So,
would be interesting to see it, you know,
Yeah.
just watching this thing go.
see what it does.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind of fun to predict
Yeah.
the future.
Hey, and for people that are listening or watching on YouTube, hey, let us know what you think. Put in your prediction. We'd love to get it out there and
Yes.
and share that with everyone. So
Right.
let us know what you think on the rates. Do you think it's going to go up, or you know what are you reading? We'd love to get it, have that information and share it with everyone. So
Yeah, absolutely.
thank you. Let us know.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Any
Now-
other news?
Now we did have this article that we found, and this kind of hits close to home.
Mm-hmm.
And in Texas, we're talking about the bullet train
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
there.
It won't
Oh,
go away. It
wonderful!
won't go away.
It won't go
away.
away. I've heard so many
Yeah.
theories about the bullet train, the
Yeah.
high speed train here.
Yeah. So it says, if this actually goes through, it's saying right there, the time between Houston and Dallas will be cut down to 90 minutes. So actually
Yeah.
be quicker than flying to go between Houston and Dallas. But, so the whole article is it gets a boost. And I think it's just basically the politicians talking about how they feel like it's likely to continue and they're feeling things
Sure.
are progressing as it should. So, I haven't seen. It's been in the works for decades.
Yeah. But I mean, the concept of it, I love. I mean, because it's they're looking for these areas that it's too far to drive, but really too close to fly.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
so think about it, having a product and something that solves that, and what a great place Texas. I mean, come
Right.
on. I mean, we love it. We love speed and things like that. But I think it's a great concept. It's something that is needed. I think it's great for the transportation industry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
they
too-
need something else. I mean, they lost the train and the airplane. Let's give us some bullet trains.
Right. Yeah. No. It's I mean, two of the largest metropolitan areas in the United States. So just to have a 90-minute train between the two would be pretty
Yeah.
awesome. So, and again, this is pertinent to the Cypress area because the train is supposed to go right through the middle of Cypress. So it's supposed to go right down the 290 corridor, basically split Cypress in half, right between where 77429 zip code meets 77433 zip code. So it would definitely have an impact on the Cypress area, and that we'd have a train going through the middle.
Yeah. And we'll watch and see what that does for real estate, right?
And I don't think I don't even know where where you get on this train.
Yeah, they have a few stations. If you want to take a deep dive, please go to our blog. There's a full blog and report about the bullet train. So one of our top viewed ones. So go to scifairrealestate.com.
Yeah.
Go in the blog, leave me a comment, tell me if I'm right or
Blog,
wrong,
boom,
and have a look at it there.
Yeah,
Right over there. We
so
got plenty of information in there, Jim.
Plenty of good information
Plenty
on our
of stuff
blog.
in there.
Absolutely.
Plenty of stuff.
So yeah, go check it out.
Yeah,
So-
check us out.
All right. Well, that's good. So I think that's it on the news.
Yeah.
Any other news that we did not talk about?
No, I have mine. Let's check it out. Looking over the notes. Check. One show note. I do have a show note.
Yeah.
From earlier. I should have mentioned this. We had our agent Tammy Bayo. Thank you, Tammy, for coming on the episode. And her husband Joe gave us some things.
Okay.
On the show, Tammy mentioned that Joe was from the Bronx, New
Okay.
York. Joe's from Brooklyn.
Oh, Tammy. Brooklyn. All right.
There you
not
go.
The Bronx.
We have
There
to
you go.
start a little controversy in the households,
There
you know.
go. All right, good to know. Note.
There
He's
you
from
go.
Brooklyn. Yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers. I always remember my dad's a huge Brooklyn Dodgers fan, so that's easy to remember. Old Brooklyn versus the Bronx Bombers,
There
right?
you
the
go.
Yankees.
There
yeah.
you go.
So, all right. Well, one thing we did want to mention was a new page that we put together. Actually, is a blog post we put together several years ago, but we didn't get a page. But one of the things that we're always asked about here, especially people coming in from out of state, they think Texas and they think big, wide open land. So they're thinking you get a house, and when you get a house here, you get tons of land. They are typically somewhat disappointed when they go into our master plan communities around the area, because those are definitely not a lot. It's a postage stamp, small lot for the most part. So, however, there are pockets of nice neighborhoods that have some large lots. So we went and put in together a nice page. If you go to CFRT.com, homes, and say homes on large lots.
Yeah.
You can come here and we will show you all of the houses that are listed for sale that are on at least a half an acre.
Or more.
Or more. But yeah, so you go here, and right now we're just seeing anything that has a house on it with at least a half an acre in Cypress. And you can see here what is...
Look at that.
Where these houses are. So you got a big pocket up here. So for those, again, let me back up here.
Okay.
So here's Houston, Cypress up here. So we've got a couple neighborhoods that are known for their big lots. One of them is up here where the majority of these houses are listed. It's called Lakes of Fairhaven.
Yes.
So just north of Fairfield. These homes are going to be on half an acre to an acre more, bordered by, actually it's cut right through in the middle on Cypress Creek, goes right through the middle of it here. So some of these homes have some nice wooded backdrops. The majority of it's pasture, but not a lot of trees like you get in some other neighborhoods. But there are some nice scenic views here on the lake. You're on the creek, which also has some lakes. But you can kind of see what some of the houses look like. We got prices of the $975, $970, $950. So you're looking just under $1 million for the most part.
Yeah.
But those are some nice houses on nice lots. If I go to, do we have a Lakes of Fairhaven?
Of course we do, right there.
Lakes of Fairhaven here. I'm going to do that and kind of show you here. Lakes of Fairhaven, Cypress, Texas, 176-acre development that features lakes, large lots surrounded by retail centers, entertainment venues. Again, it's right next to Fairfield, so you're getting all the benefits of being in Fairfield here at Lakes of Fairhaven. And you can see our handy-dandy price chart. Back in 2018 when the home affordability was looking that we looked at earlier, you're looking at let's make this you're looking at an average price of about 600,000, and now average price is about 1.1 million.
What a return on investment.
Yeah, so that's been quite the return. Again, dollar per square foot back in 2018 was about 133. Now it's about 223, 230. So, but you can see how popular this neighborhood is. Let me look at this.
Yeah.
And forever, homes never stayed on for over a week. We've had a little bit of uptick now. Average days on market is, a couple months. But yeah, no, it's definitely a nice neighborhood. Lakes of Fairhaven, so check it out. We got a couple like really big acreage communities here. This Saddle Ridge Estates, this Saddle Ridge Pass. This house here is listed at 2.5 million, but these are like 5-acre lots.
Yeah.
I mean, those are big lots. And then over here is Bridal, I think it's Bridal Creek, I believe, and these are like 10-acre lots. But then these are all $2+ million houses, $2 to $5+ million ranch houses with, if you want to have a pond and stables and all that kind of stuff. So this is, of course, I'm not logged in. Oh my God. No, I don't want to register.
One of our agents will be like, "Hey, you want to go see a home over there?
You want to go see a Bridal Ridge home?"
And hey, for folks watching this on YouTube, that's how you get in contact with us that fast. You'll probably hear Rodney's voice. And I love land and talking about land. I think I bore people with it.
You will get to talk to a sci-fi real estate agent. But yeah, so this is kind
Look
of
at
a house.
that.
Look at that. With the big house, the pond, and that looks like a volleyball court or some kind of a court. But yeah, so lots of land over there at Bridal Ridge or Bridal Oaks. So, but yeah, so those are, a few nicer neighborhoods. Before Lakes of Fairhaven, there is a neighborhood called Lakes of Rosehill, and there's actually always been popular because it's wooded, big lots. The other good thing about these neighborhoods is that there's no mud district.
Yes.
So your taxes are going to be really low. So low property taxes. So instead of paying the 3%-ish that you pay in a normal master plan community, these you're going to be paying closer to 2% or less. So, but you don't have to do a septic on your property, or there's going to be some kind of a shared sewage. Think Lakes Fairhaven has shared sewage. Lakes Rosehill has a septic. Every house has its own septic system.
Okay.
So depends on the neighborhood, but you will have the lower taxes.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these homes.
But yeah, Lakes of Rosehill, another good option. Again, these homes are going to be built in the late 90s, maybe very early 2000s. But again, half acre to over an acre or more, wooded type stuff.
Yeah.
So those are definitely some good options in terms of stuff around here, south of 290. So here, close to our office, got Cypress Creek Ranch.
Oh yeah.
So
there you are.
If you want
CRC with the logos.
Oh yeah. So the other thing about these neighborhoods, you're not going to have the amenities of the master plan community. So they usually don't have the pools. They may have a small playground.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get the splash pads. You're not
You
going to
got
get
the
the tennis
land.
courts. You get the land. You do your own tennis court, your own pool. But yeah, Cypress Creek Ranch again here at 290, just south of 290 off of Fry. Same thing. These houses are big lots. This one's only for $699. A 3,000 square foot house, but they have another one here, here at $850. So a little lesser expensive than Lakes of Fairhaven.
A lot of custom homes. You're going to get a lot of,
not in that one.
Okay.
Cypress Creek Ranch was actually tract builders.
Track builder?
They were tract builders in there. So Lakes of Fairhaven tract builders.
Okay.
Lakes of Rosehill tract builders. However, the other side of Fry here in Black Horse Ranch, these were custom homes.
Okay.
So yeah, these were custom, and they're going to be a little more expensive. 1.17, $950,000.
Well, that's your neighbor also, though, right? To Bridgeland, Black Horse.
Black Horse Ranch. Yeah,
you guys are neighbors.
I mean, our office is right here.
There we are, everyone.
We can almost throw a stick and hit these houses. So. But those are some nice acreage houses. Most of them overlooking the golf course or some kind of scenery. So those are some nice options. I mean, not here because it's not listed, but There's a section here in Town Lake that has some acreage houses. So it's called the Great Oaks, I think, or the Oaks in Town Lake. We've sold a few houses up there, but they got some nice woods, a nice wooded area.
Okay.
So they got some big options up here. It's over here. You can kind of see what some of these houses look like. So that's an option. And then there's other just kind of some things, spread out. Rock Creek is a master plan community. Same developer as Town Lake, Caldwell Company.
Okay.
But those are all custom homes. They're not quite going to be half an acre. I mean, some of the lots are going to be a little bigger, but those are custom, and those are generally larger houses. There's definitely there's options. And then as you go out to Waller and Tomball, and definitely Magnolia. Magnolia is known. If you want to be northwest part of town and you want wooded acreage, Magnolia is what most people go to.
Head out there.
Lots of options out in Magnolia. So, but no, that's again CypherRealEstate.com. Homes on large lots. You can kind of just go here and check it out.
Come check us out.
Absolutely. So, all right. Well, that's some good stuff.
Yeah. I'm reviewing the notes. Make sure we got speak now or forever hold your peace. It sounds like the peace has been held.
All right. I think we are good. That was a good show. Next week.
Welcome back, Jim.
Yeah, thank you, Rodney. So next week we're hoping to bring back a guest. Still working on bringing a guest, but need to get that procured. We're supposed to have one last week, and again we missed it because of me. But yeah, we appreciate everyone listening as always.
Thank
and again, we'll start bringing on some more guests and keep the good stuff going. So, but hey, Rodney, thank you. Good job.
There it is, brother.
Another good episode.
Bam.
But yeah, we appreciate everyone always for listening, and we will.
And thanks for letting me borrow your white shirt with the white.
Got the white going today.
There we go.
That's good. So, but hey, my name again is Jim Mulholland,
And I'm Rodney Jordan.
and this has been Sci-Fi Real Talk. See you next time. Thanks, guys.
Boopskis.
All right. Oh, what is that? That was awesome.
That was awesome.